Hello everyone, I'm GWFan the Softcore Brony, welcoming you to my latest Let's Play. Before we begin though, I would like to give a special thank you to my Patreon supporters, whose patronage purchased this game, which is in fact a hard copy I bought last year for the Nintendo GameCube. To you I say, thank you so much for helping me purchase this game. So without further ado, let's begin. An awfully long time ago. Because why would stories start anywhere else? Ah, I see. Well, I guess it wouldn't be as tragic if it was, you know, a sad, horrible place, or would it be? That doesn't entirely seem natural for all that to happen all of a sudden, but whatever. What language is that on the book, by the way? Or in the book, I should say. In other words, people forgot. In a town, not so great arose, apparently. Or as we'll see. Of course. Could it be the treasure we are seeking in this game? Probably. Rogueport being the name of this place. Ah, that most legendary treasure of the 1,000-year door, even though, I don't know. People don't really know much about the door itself, but... Ah! Well, if it isn't Princess Peach. He's stuck with that guy! Oh my gosh! Isn't that kind of bad? You know, you being, you know, princess of the whole kingdom and all that? This place isn't pretty like my hometown. There's honestly not any other missies around here. There's almost no females in this town. I mean, there are a few, but not many. Hello, random peddler. What is this random crap you have assorted here? Why do you assume there is anything inside the box if it's just a knick-knack shop? That's an interesting thing just to be carrying around with you. For sale. That says a lot about you, Mr. or Mrs. whoever you are. This scam sounds kind of familiar. Surely you are the only one that can open this box. Could it be? Well, we'll just have to find out in Let's Play Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. Finally! Haha! No spoilers on there who gets to be in your party and whatnot, but anyway. Yeah, just like the last game, 4 save files. I've already erased all my test files there, so... New game! And of course, who else would I be but, well, me, I suppose. This has no bearing on the game whatsoever, as far as I'm aware, so it's just for the sake of naming the file. Oh yeah, you will need a memory card, since it's, you know, the GameCube and all, so... I'm not sure how that works on an emulator. I have never tried the GameCube/Wii emulator before, so... Ah, nice update to the old house in the original Paper Mario. Hey, Parakarry! Thanks for being useless to me in the last game. Or when I played the that for my other LP and all. I mean, in battle at least. Maybe that's just me, but, well... Anyway, Parakarry there is one of actually 2 cameos from of characters from the previous game, but more on that way later on. Huh, so far this is starting off just like the previous game too. I'm not snooping or anything. It's not like I want it to go. It's not like I want letters from princesses. Oh. Oh, so I guess there was a map in there. So why were you in Rogueport of all places anyway? Well, yeah, you are kind of important, so... You will, of course, won't you? In other words, you must! Oh. That's nice of you. It's like, this is gonna convince you. That means you must come! I command you! And that letter actually looked a lot shorter than it really was. The physical one that was depicted down there, but... Ah. By the way, I like this more updated look that we're getting to the whole game compared to the first Paper Mario. And in case you forgot what the game was called already, I said that in a lot of games, don't I? I know it's a steamboat and all, but why does it remind me so much of the SS Minnow from Gilligan's Island? I don't know. Anyhow, prologue! Because, of course, a rogue's welcome. A rogue's tale, I suppose. What? What if I say no? Then what? Oh. What, were you sleeping on the deck? I mean, maybe that's not so uncommon. I mean, if you have, like, a deck chair or something. But still, I don't think there's any deck chairs in this tiny little boat. Speaking of which, I don't think we ever see this particular boat ever again, now that I think about it. Oh. Okay. It's like here? This place? I mean, it was the destination, but still. It's almost like you didn't want me to go on the trip. Why does this design of the boat make me think of Dr. Seuss? Is it just the smokestack up top that reminds me of the hat from the Cat in the Hat? A princess? It's like, well... yeah, sure, why not? Weirdo. I've heard that one before. Why is it a wind-up boat? I guess it's not steam-powered. We use clean energy here in the Mushroom Kingdom. So, we got Mario, and unlike the last game, we actually start with a hammer, and also we start off with timed hits, but more on that later. That was kind of silly in the last game, how you only got to start basically with just jump, and that was literally all you could do in battle, pretty much. Yo! Nasty place, eh? I'm green. You should see my brother. I suppose. This game isn't really that hard for the most part, though. For the most part. But yeah, just like the last game, we got the save blocks. Yeah, so be sure to save. Of course. Hey! Heil Hitler! I mean, hello! Yeah, I know, it's not... Obviously, it's not intended to be the Nazi salute there, but it certainly looked enough like it to where it was edited out of all the European versions of the game, so fun fact there. Because she's a freaking princess! Come on! Don't you know all the stories that for some reason never involve queens unless they're evil? Hey? What the? Well, you just called her an airhead, so how can you say she's playing dumb if you also think she's an airhead? I love how there's just someone who's just casually walking by. Crystal stars? Surely that's not important. Right now! Then don't. Oh. Grump. Quite a name for someone who kind of looks like he could be related to Booster. You already did. No one did anything. Not even Mario. And I think these two still say the exact same thing they did before. Yeah, they don't care. Harf, horf, hoff. What the heck, dude? But I guess you don't care, eh? Well, maybe, but... I've got plenty of extra lives. Corkin. That's an interesting terminology. Dude, you sound like you like watching spousal abuse or something. You sick. Anyhow, we're Mario, so we should go help. Hey! Who you a calling smelly? Not intentionally, because I don't know your plans exactly, other than kidnapping the, well, Firebrand here, but... Crumpabomb. Sounds like a really bad rap name. Anyhow, we get into battle, which is actually a fair bit different than it was in the previous game, although we can't see much of that here. More on that, well, actually probably next time, so... Battle time, Mr. Man! Freak of the week. Yeah, it is always kind of a freak of the week in these kind of games, isn't it? Just like Power Rangers. Nice clue. But like I said before, this time around we already start off with our ability to do timed hits, which are actually, well, they're exactly the same as they were for both the jump and the hammer. I'll go a little bit more into that in a moment, but the jump, I've noticed, is slightly more precise than it was in the last game. I actually had a really hard time doing it when I first started practicing for this game. So, yeah, if you're used to the timing from the previous game, for the jump at least, you might have problems starting off. But anyway, just like the last game also, we have items, of which we currently have none, and tactics, of which this time we actually have a defend command. So we can actually, you know, reduce damage by 1 with defend, which is fine. And, well, normally we'd be able to run away, but obviously this is a... well, semi-boss fight, although this guy only has, like, 6 HP, so it's not really a big deal. Now, Jump and Hammer, they technically do the same amount of damage, it's just that how they do damage that is different. Jump does 2 attacks, 1 point each, or at least if you time it correctly. Yeah, as it says, stomp on an enemy. I can't exactly say precisely when to do the timing. It's like, you know, right when you hit their head and all, because... of the way this recording works, my voice is ever so slightly... well, actually, no, the recording is ever so slightly delayed compared to when I'm speaking, like just by the slightest of moments, so it's hard for me to actually point out specific points there. And also, you might have noticed that whole little stylish thing I did there. That was not normal. Well, that doesn't normally happen there. I'll go over that more whenever it becomes pertinent. Not for right now. Probably not for maybe 1 or 2 more videos. And I also timed that right there as a defense. You notice it didn't do 0 points of damage. It just outright missed, basically. I guess that could be important. But anyway, as I was saying with the difference between jump and hammer, hammer will do 2 points total if you do the timing correctly with just 1 strike, which is important if an enemy has any points of defense, of which Crump here does not. Hold back, let go. And that will be the timing there. And yes, that part of that fence up there just fell over. Ah, loser. Oh, also, stylishly, if you care, which I'll go over more later. Yeah, easy peasy. And we got star points, yay! Which was exactly the same as the last game. Well, there is one difference. Yeah, you can get 100 points, you get a level up no matter what, kind of like Final Fantasy VIII. Except enemies don't scale with you like in that game, so... Yeah, but unlike the last game regarding star points, well, basically the higher level you get, the fewer star points you get from enemies. But this time around, no matter how much higher level you get, you will always win at least 1 star point from a battle. So you can't get hosed fighting older enemies and get nothing for it. Hey? Oh yeah! You and the what army? Holy lasagna! Oh, okay. That was easy. I love it when they do this. And this is literally just Nintendo showing off that they can, how many dang sprites they can have on screen, essentially. And they do this several times in the game, and it's not just like a random thing either. They actually make it like important in a certain sense, real. I mean, it is more like just a random thing, but still, I love it whenever they do it because it's usually pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, I think there literally is like 100 sprites on screen right now. But yeah, we can't do anything with these guys, even if we try to talk to them or anything. We can't even go back right now because they're just kind of blocking their way, and we even get kind of thrown out. Anyway, another big change from the last game. I should probably note that I will be showing off eventually by accident at some point, I'm sure. Stay out of the water, because every bit of water, no matter how shallow, has a mechanical piranha in it, which will do 1 point of damage to you the moment you fall into the water there. So, yeah. Anyhow, let's get out of there. Stop! Did anybody get him? It's like, well, dang it. Well, no use searching around town. We'll just get out of here. Because they do. Ah, you're welcome. Nice noose in the background, by the way. Oh. I don't know why, but girls absolutely love Mario in this game, it seems. This is not the first time that happens either. Ah, Goombella. University of Goom. I wonder where that is, because we never get to go there. Seriously, lady? Come on! Everybody should know what he looks like by now. I think it is still technically the Mushroom Kingdom here, right? This is encompassed in there somewhere. But, anyway. Well, yeah. They're freaks and weirdos, and what are you here for then, anyway? But sheesh! Oh? Ah, I know about that! Pucko. Oh, this? Just exactly what you're looking for. OMG! I heard that there's like another thing that Mario can do besides the little, you know, hand-waving thing he does there. Like he moves his mouth or something, but I've never seen him do it. At least as far as I've, well, noticed. Great hoogly boogly! Eh? Whoa. I love what's going on there in the background. Kinda looks like there's a story going on there, but we won't find out much about that for a fair bit there. Anyway, yeah, hi. Anyone who's played Mario Sunshine will recognize this guy. What was it? What did Pete say? Toadsworth, I think? And you didn't know? Why were you in Rogueport? Seriously, of all places. This is where she thought she could get away from this guy? Some advisor or whatever exactly it is you are. Oh, okay, that's why you're here. It can't be because you're annoying or anything, which, well, in this game he's really not, but because he barely does anything. I suppose, I mean, considering how often she gets into trouble. That trouble being Bowser, of course. This sounds like a practice line for you or something, considering, you know, that Mario always rescues her and all that. It's like enticing him or something. You don't seem that worried. We? Who's we? Yeah, exactly. Who's we? Who, me? Why would I do? Oh yeah, I'm the hero. Yeah, I believe I'll recline in the inn for the remainder of the entire game, so... Ta-ta! Cheerio! Ah, yes, obviously the inn is for healing and whatnot. Ho-ho! Yeah, all your HP and FP, although this time for a small price, unlike the last game where it was free. I suppose you could say that. I do like this town, though. Huff, I say! Huff, I say! No, he meant Peach as in... I don't even know. Who else would it be? Seriously, that story is so famous. You think... What? Never mind, I already voiced this concern in the last game. Why don't you people invest in bigger security? For crying out loud. Yeah, so. Bowser? It's a possibility. Well, that too, I suppose. Where? Oh, that. Well, anyway. Oh, yeah, probably. Well, alright then. And Goombella joins the party as our very first well, party member. And just like the last game, we can have one party member in our party at a time, even though there's multiples of them. And, yeah, we get a nice little explanation of who Goombella is. And she basically is just Goombario in drag. Or at least Goombario in a miner's hat and a ponytail. Almost entirely, really. I mean, there's literally only one ability that's different between them. So, yeah, otherwise, it's totally Goombario. That is actually what she says about this area, by the way, so I'm not going to bother showing that off. Ah, I see. Okay. Not that that's really all that useful. Some of the time, there is actually a few instances where she'll give you a big clue as to what you need to do next, so that can be quite helpful. And this is the exact explanation she gives for Goomther the Goomba there. Well, maybe if you didn't live here, you wouldn't get swindled and mugged so often, and maybe if you weren't so gullible about the swindled part. Ah, yes. I don't know if I'll do that to very many characters at all. I mean, I almost didn't do it at all in the last game. I'm debating how often I want to do it in this one. And of course, yeah, she can also be helpful in battle. She can, yeah, she'll have the head bong, which is essentially identical to Mario's jump. Although the timing for the whole stylish thing is different. And then, of course, she has the almighty Tattle, which, well, maybe not almighty, but yeah, she has Tattle, which will tell you, permanently tell you an enemy's HP, and then on the spot, she'll also tell you their attack and defense, which is often extremely important as well, so. Now, first off, we gotta save. Yeah, that makes sense. Professor Frankly. Quite an appearance this guy's got. Is there a reason his teeth aren't sharp? Maybe his old age, but anyhow, nice news. Yeah, we'll, be exploring the town and what have you next time on Let's Play Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Arrivederci!